Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode. I'm yours truly, Culture Shock. We are here to discuss the man of the hour, Anthony Richardson. Is this his job to lose? He's in position to pretty much compete for a position he was granted when he came into the league. Drafted to the Colts, high pick. It just has not worked out in his favor as of late. From the start of his career to now, he's just been on a rough stretch, honestly. Couldn't stay healthy, inconsistency with throwing the football. And then per this training camp, it looks like has gotten better. Of course, you will not know the full results until he actually goes out there and plays football. But as of right now, it looks like he's on the upside. I'm just going to give you just a brief recap of what it's been looking like. So transformation wise, it looks like he's gotten a little bit slimmer. So it looks like he's at around 240 pounds, 244 to be exact, almost. He missed the OTAs, of course, earlier in the off seasons due to the shoulder injury. Was I would say soreness. But he's out there right now in training camp, pretty much putting in work from day one to now. At the beginning of the training camp, he did look a little bit rough. Pretty much 4 of 11 out there competing with Daniel Jones for the spot. But as of late, I would say from day three going into day 6 or 7 almost, he's been pretty much better. Out there gaining chemistry with Tyler Warren. Pretty accurate in most of his passes, especially under pressure. I would say his footwork has looked better. He's looked like he's in rhythm and pretty much more accurate in the red zone. Going up against in the 11-11, a lot of passes, and I would say has looked pretty much predominantly better than what we're used to seeing or hearing as of late with Anthony Richardson. Him compete with Daniel Jones, the guy that they just signed in the offseason. He's on a 1 year deal, but him competing with Daniel Jones has pretty much been a pretty good battle between both of those guys. Do I think Daniel Jones might still win the job? Possibly. But, this is Richardson's job to lose, honestly, in my opinion. But he has nothing but promise. He just got to put in the work, honestly. Last year, he couldn't finish the season. It was rough for Richardson. They called up Daniel Jones, a vet, to go compete with, who a guy that's looking for a job to keep as well. If it works out in his favor, he looks like he can have himself a job for a few years to compete with. But he's going up against Richardson. Both of these guys got a lot to lose. For Richardson's sake, with the leadership, him trying to be the franchise quarterback that they drafted him to be, he's had a lot on the table. Honestly, he just got to lock in. That's all it comes down to. Um, you know, his time just staying healthy. His quarterback cadences. Figure out the disguises of the defense, making sure his passes are more accurate and things of that nature. It just takes time. He got to be more sharp. Got to lock in. Got to figure it out. And I've said as of late in the training camp, has been getting better from day one to now. Accuracy wise, throwing the football, his motions, and all of that things is things that you would take note into seeing. Like I said, more solid, more footwork and accuracy. Got to be consistent day in and day out. But honestly, he's on a good projection right now. I would say he's on a high rise when it comes to his talent as of right now in the training camp, which is a good thing because you want nothing but positivity going into the season. His biggest thing is just staying healthy and being on the field and being more consistent. Other than that, he has nothing but good things ahead of him. He has a good team around him, good offensive line. With the guy that just got paid, Bernard Ryman. He got Big Q and those guys. He lost Fries and Ryan Kelly, but other than that, it's still continuity on that offensive line. It just comes down to him actually wanting it. He just got to lock in and be ready for the moment. And other than that, if he has that, coming down to the red zone and the offense in general, they just got to be consistent. If they all of those things works out, Richardson has nothing to worry about. Like I said, Daniel Jones has a lot to work for as well. They're both out there competing for a spot, and it's up for grabs. So I think it's a good battle to have. But the mindset for Richardson and everything has just got to be consistency, accuracy, and just finding a rhythm and finding a groove. And once Shane Steichen and those guys figure it out, and he locks in, I think he's going to be in a good position. But like I said, it's all up to him, honestly. And, we'll see what's going to happen when the season comes around. But you guys let me know your thoughts about Anthony Richardson going into the season and your thoughts about him in training camp as a far what you heard, or if you've been there, what you've seen as well. Let me know your comments and your thoughts in the comment section. Until next time, this is Culture Shock. You guys have a good one.